If you were to say your myogenic cardiovascular organ was found in your chest, you'd be technically right, but spiritually wrong. Whether it's a welcoming palace or a home sweet hovel, your home is where your heart is. Consider Sackboy. His home is Little Big Planet, the ever-expanding ethereal dreamscape of endless possibilities. Even the invading Negativitron couldn't persuade the diminutive creature of cloth to forego his crafted world. Indeed, it was he who kicked their bottoms out and returned Little Big Planet to its former glory. And it's no wonder. He's a Little Big Planetian, for goodness sake. We live to create, and create to live. To hear of worlds where destruction outpaces creation is like nails on a chalkboard, wounding to the soul. If these worlds crying out for his special brand of creativity exist, Sackboy must search them out. What wonders will he find, reshape, and make so much better? We can only dream. Like the blissful memory of a wonderful dream, our little sack chum returns. Hope he's brought us a prezi. Of course he has. It's the stuff of dreams, the elixir of life, the primordial soup of free thinking. And if we want to exchange this gift for socks, I'll bet he's got the receipt too. And what's in all this for him? Sackboy ventures to worlds troubled by chaos and strife, returning with the building blocks of pure imagination so that we can play with them and fashion them into new worlds. So where's his glittering prize? We are his reward. Sackboy's heart is filled with contentment when the Little Big Planetian creates and shares. As long as we keep on making and giving, he keeps on smiling. After all, what was it we said at the start of this journey? Oh yes, something about hearts and homes. And isn't Little Big Planet your home away from home? Sackboy has shown us once again, you're always welcome home.
Once upon a time in the kingdom of Titania, there lived a beautiful princess whose love for her people was almost, but not quite, exceeded by her love for cake. So legendary were her cravings that all the neighboring kingdoms had learned to expect visits from the princess and her guards in search of more. One day, a messenger brought word of a new land, one whose cake supplies had not yet been depleted by her prodigious appetite. The king knew better than to try and stop his daughter, but insisted his best soldiers accompany her and ensure her safe return. And so the princess set out on her great adventure. She did not go looking for trouble, but when cake is involved, trouble is often not very far away. It had been, by far, the longest the princess had been away, so the people of Titania were elated to see her approaching the castle at last. Everyone could not wait to hear of her adventures in lands so far away. Was there cake there after all? Was it sweeter than any she'd had before? Did she bring back a piece to share? Alas, she had not. Instead, she'd brought back something that, while perhaps not as delicious as a cake, would help spread joy throughout the kingdom of Titania for years and years to come.
Whoa! There's the gang! And Sunny Funny is with them. Hey, guys! Do you want to go to the movies?
The movies? No. Check out this new comic book.
Wow! Joe Chan is such a great hero.
Look how he handles all those bad guys.
I guess being in your own comic would be cool. If you're into that sort of thing.
My own comic book? I'd have to be a hero like Joe Chan. But How can I do that? Yeah, I know. I gotta believe. The gang. I thought I'd never see them again.
Parappa, you're back.
We've all been wondering where you went.
It's good to see you all, too. Is that Joe Chin on that poster?
Yeah, he's gone missing.
It seems as though he wanted to be in some contest, but he wasn't invited.
No one knows where he is now.
A contest? I wonder. Let's go to Club Fun.
Sounds fun. Are you going to perform, Parappa?
Yeah, and I can't wait to show off my new style.
Spike, you've done a remarkable job catching those monkeys. I think that may be the last of them.
Thanks, Professor. They seem to be getting smarter and smarter.
Alert, alert! We've detected a series of events unlike any in our database. By all indications, this could be an alien invasion.
Aliens? Invading?
There seems to be some force at work causing this. Without further data, it may be safe to assume this is the work of Spectre.
Spectre?
There's no time to wait for more information, Spike. If this is Spectre's doing, the entire planet could be threatened. You know what to do.
I'm ready, Professor.
I'm afraid these monkey-catching weapons are all I have to give you.
That's okay, Professor. They're all I need.
Spike, you're back! I'd begun to worry we'd never see you again.
It's good to be back, Professor. You won't believe the things I saw.
I'm sure I won't, Spike. We've got some news here.
I do too. I fought everyone up to the big guy controlling them all. But it wasn't...
Spectre, I know. Charu and I still aren't sure where you were, but we've since detected a true alien invasion. Warships are heading toward all the major capitals of the world.
So Spectre really is back. Well, I'm more prepared for him and his aliens, monkeys, or whatever else he's got than I've ever been before. Where to first, Professor?
Ah, Sir Daniel Fortescue, having somehow defeated Zarok and banished his dark minions from Gallowmere, he has taken his improbable place in the Hall of Heroes. But after centuries of revelry and mirth, word has come that a new threat gathers in distant lands. Zarok? Again? Could the evil wizard somehow have returned once more? No, come on, that is ridiculous. But whatever has caused these creatures to gather together, a true hero is needed to defeat them. Unfortunately, all we have at the moment is a skeletal knight of dubious courage. But bravery and folly are often confused, and so is Sir Daniel, who sets forth, ready to meet the challenges ahead of him head-on, if not exactly jaw-on. Daniel has once again successfully defeated those he set out to fight, a result not wholly unexpected. The kingdom of Gallowmere is safe once again, though was it really ever threatened? Nevertheless, Fortescue regains his well-deserved place in the Hall of Heroes. And while he hopes this will be the last time he is called back to duty, deep in his gallant heart, he knows this will not be his last adventure.
Sly! Sly! Emergency! This is terrible!
What? The greatest thieving guide in history suddenly decided to go straight?
Look, here and here. It's a clean job, there's no doubt about it. Very clean, very professional. I wouldn't have caught it myself if I wasn't looking for it.
Bentley, what am I looking at? I don't see anything here.
That's just it. They're not there. At least 2 pages are missing. Maybe more.
Missing? but it's been locked in a vault since we recovered it.
Or so we thought. These pages were removed recently, Sly.
Adbury put a new air freshener in the van. We're gonna find those pages, and whoever took them.
What a score!
What a lunatic risk! Do you have any idea how many times we almost bonded out there?
I know how many times we didn't. What a team! You guys were dynamite.
It's true! Our awesomeness did explode like dynamite in their fat faces!
Looks like you picked up a few moves out there.
Oh, that's not all I picked up. Read 'em and weep, fellas. No, seriously, read them. I can't make heads or tails of them.
They've been rewritten in ancient Mesopotamian. The only translator I know of lives in Istanbul.
Whoa! Check out this speed! I can get us there by midnight! Buckle up, Broncos! The van's running hot!
So where are we heading anyways? And don't say somewhere that-a-way again.
Believe me, I wish I could say exactly, Daxter. I'm positive there's a new source of eco out here somewhere.
More eco? Are you sure about this?
From what I've heard, this is something different. Powerful stuff. And we may not be the only people looking for it.
Why do I get the feeling your neck is gonna need saving again? Well, you're in luck. Just so happens my calendar's clear today. And tomorrow.
It's good to have you here looking out for me, Dax.
Isn't that what I always do? Well, that was different.
Yeah, some of those people were pretty interesting. The important thing is they're gone now, and the planet is safe again.
No, the important thing is we're finally going home. I know a certain girl wearing a certain pair of pants I'm long overdue to see.
Yeah, it'll be good to see Kira again, too.
Yeah, we got some stories to tell, huh? Don't worry. I'll make sure to mention your part in all this. Maybe.
The fact is, I'm not even sure how we pulled a lot of that off. It must have something to do with this new eco we found.
Really? I'd say I was my usual spectacular self, same as always. Say, you want to step on it? I'm getting hungry.
Buckle up, buddy. Let's see if we can get back in time for lunch.
Come on, pal. If there were any gold bolts out here, space pirates would have picked them up by now. Let's go home and finish Season 5 of Trick Out My Dropship, huh?
I will remind you that without gold bolts, there is no money for a Space Fix subscription.
Good point. Where to next?
A survey of materials recovered from microdebris along congruent vectors originating in this quadrant indicates a high likelihood of gold bolt production.
Well, that sounds worth checking out.
Might I suggest we align our search along the following criteria?
Hang on a second. The transscaling reductive subinverters picked something up. Let's head that way. I bet that's where we'll find the bolts.
We could do that instead.
On the way there, can you make sure our SpaceFlix queue is updated? I'd hate to have to sit through another episode of Horgsween plus 13. That was really something. And different.
Quite exciting.
You know who would have loved that? Quark. Well, probably just as well he isn't here. I think he's still a little irritated about that pair of stunderwear I snuck into his suitcase.
It would be very amusing, at least.
As fun as all that was, we still haven't found those gold bolts.
Shall we resume our search?
Sounds like a plan to me. And whatever we run up against, I get the feeling we're more ready than ever to handle it.
Some friends stay, and some friends go. Some friends we never see again. But we keep going on and on. Don't we, Mr. B?
Power. All men crave it. Some fight for it tooth and nail. Never understanding the struggle to hold it only leads to it slipping through the fingers. Power always finds its way to me, and always when it is most needed. Now, for example, Helgan is under assault by the ISA, an invasion which threatens our very existence. While beyond this planet and the warships massing above it, there are rumors of even more formidable opponents. A weak man might wait for those who oppose him to reveal themselves. Luckily enough for Helgan, I am not a weak man. No. I will find those who seek to do us harm. I will find them, and I will show them what true power looks like. The warriors I've encountered were among the most worthy of my talents. It's almost a pity none were my equal, though not unexpected. Unfortunately, this diversion has done little to stem the flow of ISA forces to Helgan. My planet needs leadership now, more than ever. Strong leadership, bringing order to Helgan while protecting it from outside forces. Leadership born of respect, and respect, of course, is born of power. And if the people of Helgan and the ISA invaders think they know the power I carry, they're wrong. And being wrong in this case will cost them dearly.
My adult life has been spent helping people the best way I know how. With my sword. It's my job now, training those strong enough to defend themselves and protecting those who aren't. I'm being sent on another mission. Someone is bringing a bunch of people together. No one knows why, but it doesn't sound good. Not sure they need my help, or want it. But from what I can tell, there's a force here bigger than anyone's imagined. One way or the other, I'm going to find whoever's behind this. I don't think he's going to make it easy. Fine by me. I've never liked it when things are too easy. The target's been neutralized, and so have those who stood with him, or against me. I don't know what good I did there. I guess some people were spared having to deal with it. I'd like to think that was it. The last mission. Time to go home. But there's always someone who needs protection. Someone who can't help themselves. Someone I can help. As long as they're out there, there will be no end to the fighting. Not sure that's a bad thing. After all, that's what I was built to do.